What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, this is Anthony with the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. It is Saturday. It is 11 a.m. Pacific time. It is August 4th, and it's time for another live stream. Of course, this is the daily vlog live. Let me go ahead and pop out chat. Go ahead and do that. Okay, and let's go ahead and run our opening intro trailer. In a second here. Here we go. No audio. Again, for the second day in a row, I screwed up on my audio. Man, my audio is still screwed up. Can't believe I did this 2 days in a row. 2 days in a row, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, hold on one second. False start, ladies and gentlemen. A false start. That is what you call a straight up flub. And again, I forgot to switch my audio back. And so now I have my headphones. If I have it set to my Oculus Rift and I forget to change it back to my regular headphones, I'm moving these headphones around all the time, and I think that is my problem. It like screws up with my audio. So anyway, here we are, folks. This is the Daily Vlog Live. It is episode 168. It is Saturday, August 4th. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that the stories today are light. Oh, there is another podcast. I forgot about that. Yeah, they do the VR Insider podcast, and that is a live show. And so completely forgot about that. I should probably rearrange my time to be like after that or something. That's probably a good idea. And I have very little topics, folks. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Basically, I'm going to take a look at the news. This could be a very short show, but I want to show up every single day. And if anybody got news in chat, if there's anything going on, we could talk about that. We can see what happens here, but I don't have a ton of topics on the docket. But let's go ahead and start things off temporarily with the air quality. The air quality in Sacramento, California, in Northern California. This is where I'm at, and if you guys don't know, Northern California is basically on fire. There are fires surrounding where I live. I am in Sacramento, California. You see that? These are all these different fires that are going on all over the place. And when I woke up today, I went over to my car, and it looked like it snowed. There is literally like ash like all over the damn place. It's like we're by Mount St. Helens or something. I need to get the heck out of Sacramento. No joke. I need to get out of here, man, because it is Smoke City. I am staying indoors. I am not going outside. It is unfortunate. Oh my goodness. It is a bad situation. So yeah, that's actually a picture right there of Beijing, China. That's Beijing, China. So Sacramento, not quite that bad, but it seems like it. It really does. I feel like there's a volcano that exploded not too far away, and ash is just everywhere. Jason Walker is checking in. He's saying too expensive in Cali, period. And I couldn't agree with you more. California is a ridiculously expensive place to be. It really is. I mean, not compared to like Australia or Japan or a number of other places as well. But in the USA, California is not ideal if you're talking about real estate. Do you know here in Sacramento, I mean, this is like all off topic real quick, but here in Sacramento, the rents are ridiculous. If you just wanted to rent a crappy apartment, you are paying crazy money. And if you want to rent like a 3-bedroom home, get the hell out of Dodge. It is ridiculous because everybody from the Bay Area is just coming to Sacramento and they make the commute. And it is just bat-shiz insane is what I like to call it. The Jordan Complex says we got fires down here in San Diego as well. Noah _A_S. We also like to call him Mr. Magic Leap. Noah has shown up again. Don't know that we got any Magic Leap stuff to talk about, to be honest, but if there is news, let me know. Roy Schwartz is saying Tar Heel Country is gorgeous. Yeah, if I was going to leave Sacramento, California, the number one thing I need to do is I need to look at like weather, and I also need to look at projections for like the next 10 years and global warming and all of that. Like, where is the ideal place to go? Because I've seen maps of the United States where most of the country was just not a good place to be. So I really don't know. Noah's saying it's fine. Cool. So Noah, honestly, bro, really, my suggestion as one Magic Leap fanboy to another, try some VR as well, because I think you're going to be blown away, really, because there's a lot of VR experiences that I get into. These guys know it. I've been talking about this on VR Game Rankings. I've been talking about it on VR Roundtable. So many VR experiences where when I would describe it, I'd say it's like there's a little hologram that is inches away from you. And that is very, and sometimes I think about that and I think, wait a minute, I'm in VR, I'm seeing a hologram inches away from me, and what's the difference between this and Magic Leap? What's the difference between this and HoloLens? And the hologram looks damn good. Now, I know the difference is it's not on top of my countertop, you know, it's not running in front of my cat. I know that's where the difference is. But Noah, definitely get yourself an Oculus Go maybe for $199 just to kind of get a taste of some real basic VR, but know that you can't move your head forward and back and all that. Or maybe grab a Rift, maybe grab a Vive, maybe grab one of these Windows mixed realities. You should have grabbed one when they had that 165 deal, but I don't know. Do you have any kind of gaming computer at all, Noah? Because that's the other shoe that has to drop. Noah's saying, yeah, I may. He might just grab himself a VR headset and join the dark side. Jason Walker says, we need some Wi-Fi on the moon. No hurricanes or fires. Lots of open land for sale. Well, the moon, the problem with the moon, though, there's no atmosphere. So you absolutely have to build some kind of impenetrable shield over you. And you know the aliens are living on the dark side of the moon. So we cannot even mess with the moon. We saw that, of course, with Transformers, which is the most, you got to trust the Transformers, right? Okay, so let's take a look at one tiny little news story I have, and that is Ghostbusters VR Showdown. So do you guys know that there is a Ghostbusters VR experience that has been on PSVR for a while? It is about to hit Steam. In fact, that is the Steam page right there. It does say release date July 15th, but it has not been released. It's not currently available right now. This is Ghostbusters VR Showdown, and here's a few screenshots from it. Now, most people that have played this on Windows mixed reality headsets or on PlayStation VR, because that's where you need to be to play this, most of the people that have played this have said it is garbage. It's pretty much garbage, which is tremendously unfortunate because, I mean, Ghostbusters is a great franchise. Like, how did this franchise end up in the hands of this developer, and why is this game pure garbage? That's what Kev Greta is saying, that Ghostbusters is pure garbage. Noah's saying he has a desktop. Noah, what is do you know what your CPU, and do you know what your CPU and your video card is? Because that is the key there. Tom Lloyd says, ever since they made an all-female Ghostbusters movie, the franchise took a shit. Okay, yeah, we had to go there. I still haven't seen that movie. I still have not seen the new Ghostbusters. I've heard it's bad. I've heard it's really bad. And the all-female part of it, you know, I mean, when I first heard that announced, I was like, really? But, you know, I would give that a chance, honestly. And if they did it right, I'm cool with that. But apparently it didn't really work. Apparently it was just really bad. That's what I've heard. Don't know. Tom Lloyd is saying Florida isn't too bad as far as housing. 1,800 would get a 2 to 3 bedroom with 2 bathrooms, 2-car garage, blah, 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 blah. The problem with Florida, though, is it's going to be underwater. I mean, isn't Miami, I believe Miami is predicted to be underwater in the next 30 years. Like it's like a guarantee. Like Miami will be under, well, not 30 years, maybe 50 years or something. But yeah, Noah says the CPU is crap, but the GPU is a GTX 650. Yeah, Noah, I don't know, man. Mixed reality, you might be able to try the 60 hertz mode. So maybe grab an Oculus Go for $199 just to dip your toes in the VR waters. There has to be, I don't know if there's anything though on the Oculus Go that will really give you that, oh shit, look at that hologram right in front of my face feeling. And you do get that with the Oculus Rift. But I think you'd have to jump your CPU and your graphics processor as well. Tom Lloyd's talking about Central Florida. Yeah, it'll be a little bit longer. You guys will be above water a little bit longer, so that isn't too bad. So here is Ghostbusters VR, and tremendously disappointing here that this happened. Let's take a look at this trailer for a sec.
This is crazy. I gotta go.
Do you guys see how you're basically shooting the enemies? You're not even grabbing them and sucking them into your proton pack. You're like electrifying the enemies and they explode. That isn't the Ghostbusters. We had a decent Ghostbusters game in Pancake Gaming a couple years back, right? Just, I don't know, this is just kind of bizarre to me. Sony Pictures Virtual Reality is publishing it. The developer is Create VR. And I thought Ghostbusters was a more valuable franchise to just be like thrown to the wolves like that. Okay, so that is one of the news stories I have, Ghostbusters VR. Yeah, we are scraping the bottom of the barrel today. One other little story that I had, and this is it, and then we're going to have to go look at news, is I do want to talk briefly about this game, Anamorphine. Okay, so VR Roundtable, we got a code for this game. It is on all the major platforms as far as I'm aware. It is on PlayStation VR, it is on Steam, and I believe it's on the Oculus Store as well. That's the Steam page right there. It is on sale for $17.99. The regular price is $19.99. And I played this yesterday, and I have to say that I would love to say some nice things about Anamorphine, but I could not play the game. It was a bad experience every which way around. Now this could be a situation. I started it over, backed out of it, got back in it, still had problems. So I don't know if it's an Oculus Rift thing. I don't know if there's some type of bug. But when I got into this experience, the only thing that I could do, I was in this apartment that you see right there. See that closet? I got into that closet. I was in part of the living room. I could move forward and backward, and that was basically it. And I tried to do this a couple of different times. So see that closet right there? I got into that closet. I moved a little bit around in the apartment, and that was all that happened for me. So I did not get to experience this game, Anamorphine, but the way I understand it, it's not really a game because there's no actual gameplay. There's no combat. This is simply an interactive story. I guess you could kind of look at it similar to The Invisible Hours. The Invisible Hours is not a game either. This is a story about kind of like depression and I think drug addiction and blah, blah, blah. And it seems like it would be super cool. I would love to try this game out. Yeah, this game is called Anamorphine. It is on PlayStation VR. It's on Oculus. It's on Steam. Based on what I tried last night, I cannot recommend this because I couldn't get it to run. Now, maybe it's a 970 thing. Maybe I screwed something up. I'm definitely going to try to get back into this. I really wish I could say a lot of great things about it, but right now I'd have to say avoid, but I will try that again. That is the other major news story that we have today. Just kind of a lame right now. Oh, Tom Lloyd says, have I mentioned Standout? No, Tom, you've never mentioned that ever before. Okay, so let's see here. What else do I have? You know, that's it. That's it. That's all I got. But a lot of people were recommending that I pick up a trailer for a yoga VR game, some type of yoga VR game. And I was looking on YouTube. I looked up yoga VR, and then I looked up VR yoga, and all I saw were these 360 videos. And then I was looking at recent Steam releases, and I saw yoga lesson VR. And I was like, oh, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about yoga lesson VR. And for some reason, a lot of people want me to put on this trailer, so I'll go ahead and put this on, and then I will head over to the Vive. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This is not safe for work material. I'm going to head over to the Vive subreddit, though, real quick, and see what is the latest news. Is there any late news? Because this is Saturday and everybody's just kind of lounging. This is a day when we play all of our games and we kind of kick back and we lounge. Okay, so, you know, we have a few little topics that are going on in the Vive subreddit. One of these topics is, if Vives are selling out, why hasn't HTC shifted production over to the 2.0 controllers? Kind of a good question, you might say. The number one answer is because HTC. Don't look for logic where there is none. That is Puff the Pet. He is a very... he posts a lot on Reddit. Really good in the Vive subreddit. But yeah, Onward, Slayer, Vive Pro speakers. How do you play your Hellblade? That's an interesting question. How do you play Hellblade? From a standpoint, probably a perspective is what he's talking about. This one guy's saying, I didn't even know there was a tabletop mode. Did anybody try the tabletop mode? Super cool. It looks like a Pixar, cartoon right in front of your face, really. Yeah, so not seeing much over here on the Vive subreddit. Let me check the Oculus news real quick. This one guy has a picture of the Rift through night vision goggles, which does look really cool. There's a little bit of talk about the price point for the Santa Cruz, and I actually entered into this discussion on the price point for Santa Cruz, and my prediction was $599, because I think the Santa Cruz is going to have some technology in it. Okay, it's going to have, I mean, we're talking about inside-out tracking. We're talking about two controllers that are 6 degrees of freedom. The two controllers will probably be just as good as Oculus Touch controllers, if not slightly improved. It's new technology. It's going to have a CPU, GPU, cooling, all of that built into it. It is, you know, there's no wires. Look, Ma, no wires. And that's going to be expensive. And a lot of people in this thread are talking about 300 and 400, and I think they're dreaming a little bit. You know, some people are saying keep it at 300. How are you going to get that down to 300? No, the Oculus Go is 200 and 300, and this technology is way more above that. My opinion is the lowest possible price is $499. I think $599 is a great price, though, because I want them to sell it for $599 and still be taking a $100 loss on every single unit, so that they build a kick-ass mobile, well, not mobile, but standalone VR headset, no wires whatsoever, and it could be a cost to them of like almost $600, and then of course packaging, shipping, transporting, all those other costs that come into it. Sell it at cost, take a $100 loss, $599. That is my prediction. Let me see what folks are saying in chat. Okay, Supersonic Station. I popped in and I see a nice view of a girl rubbing lotion on herself. Nice. You know what? This is, I really shouldn't be playing this video. Somebody requested this. I think it was Mame Fan. It's all his fault. I really should get off of that. Jason Walker says, I'm hoping Santa Cruz has more than 2 cameras. Well, the thing I want to know about Santa Cruz is like, yeah, is it using cameras to determine where your controllers are? Because then it needs cameras on the bottom too. Okay, yeah, I am gonna actually change this video. This video is a bit much. It really is. It's a bit much. We had people that were requesting it the other day, so yeah, no, that looks like, I mean, come on. I really should not have played that video at all. I feel totally embarrassed for this. My bad. Beat Saber, this is much more friendly for the children. Okay, so Supersonic Station just beat Hellblade last night. Chris Cox says he noticed some hate for Hellblade on Reddit. Tom Lloyd says yoga lesson VR is starting to grow on me. My apologies, seriously. My apologies. I have actually not seen that video. I've seen like 10 seconds of it, and that was enough. And then I don't know why I decided to throw it on here. That was a bad idea. Because Martineau Movie says, I'm paying more attention to the yoga instructor than your Santa Cruz conversation. Though, you know, the one nice thing about that yoga VR video is maybe I'll get a really good screenshot to use as the thumbnail image, you know, off of that. Really eye-catching for people. I mean, that stuff sells, really. If you go to YouTube, go to like a private browser, go to YouTube and just put in 2 letters, VR, and do a search, and then just look at the thumbnails that are on the left side. It is all like sex sells, sex sells, sex sells. It's kind of disappointing, really. Jason Walker says Oculus Connect 4 is rapidly approaching. Isn't it Oculus Connect 5? Hoping for major news on Santa Cruz and more Half Dome. Yeah, how awesome would it be, folks? How incredibly awesome would it be if we found out that Half Dome is coming November 2019? Like if they actually announced that, like it's a year away, you know, it's a little over a year away, but November 2019, we're going to rock the world with Half Dome. They probably wouldn't say that though. Simplex PL is checking in. This is the guy. He wants me to shorten the show. Simplex, I think we are going to have a shorter show today, and I think it's going to be because there is no freaking news whatsoever. So you know what, guys? I think I'm going to try something new here. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try to, let's see, how do we do it here? I want to try to add, oh, okay, hold on a sec here. Okay, guys, do you see this? Do you see what I am seeing? Do you see the Matrix? Do you guys see the Matrix? Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, give me a minute. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my browser window on the screen. I'm going to try this. Now, the downside is I will not be able to see the video when I'm doing this because I am going to have to, let's see here, I will get into Oculus subreddit and I will minimize this. So hopefully what you guys are seeing is me in the Oculus subreddit. And you can see right here, I don't know if you see my mouse or not, but that is the Rift through night vision goggles. I'll try this for like 5 minutes just to see how does this work. I still don't have a 2-monitor setup. So I'm using 1 monitor, so I have to do it kind of ghetto style. But let's see how this works. So let's go ahead and bounce. Why don't we bounce over to Upload VR? And so here we are. We are in Upload VR. We'll just see what the major stories are. Hydrus VR records cinema quality 8K virtual reality videos underwater. Okay. Of course, we have the biggest Rift, Vive, and Windows releases, PSVR releases, how to download and install new custom songs on Beat Saber, Moonstriker review. They're talking about balance issues. Quiver sold 35,000. The Steam hardware. So there's nothing new over there to the best of my... Oh, you know, here is one kind of news story that we can talk about for a second. So Samsung has trademarked Perfect Reality Odyssey Z ahead of Note 9 reveal. And what they're saying here is that Samsung also revealed the Samsung Notebook Audio Z, so it probably is referring to the European release of that. But they are going to have some type of VR news at this show. You know, we remember that really super high-end display technology that they used that other time. And we said there was something coming up in August where they might be showing off that. And here's Mind Labyrinth. We talked about that yesterday, which I believe could be similar to Zing in a certain way. So that looks pretty cool. HTC Vive, this is a picture from China Joy 2018 that is popping off right about now. So not much going on over here at Upload VR. Let's go ahead and go to Road VR. Oops. Wait. Okay. It's kind of scary when your desktop is live to millions of people, you know, and I don't really know what you guys are seeing right now. But yeah, so over at Road to VR, it says HTC experiments with 16 base stations linked for connected multi-room tracking. Holy smokes. You want to talk about an arcade experience? You could be in a warehouse like a mofo. Wow, that looks really super cool. Yeah, so here it is. I wonder, so if I click on this video, you guys can hear the audio too, probably, maybe. I don't know. This is all experimental. My apologies. Oh no, I saw this video where they're walking through all the rooms. I saw that. So anyway, yeah, this is Road to VR. Nothing else really new going on. So kind of lame, if I do say so myself. Let's jump over to the PSVR subreddit. Once again, everybody, this is experimental. I have no idea what you guys are seeing. I can't even see chat right now. Oh, you know what? I could pop chat out, though, and see chat. Okay, here we go. Let's see what people are saying in chat. T-Dub says, I'm in the Matrix, Simplex PL. I'm almost caught up on all live episodes by listening to them at 125% speed. Fluke Rogi says, what browser wizardry is this? Anthony, there are lots of good deals on SSD drive. I seriously recommend you buy one. You'll thank me later. I got to buy a million things. Chris Cox says, don't show your browser history. No one wants to show their browser history. I know. That's what I'm scared about. The Jordan Complex, I wonder if Samsung will use their new bendable, flexible OLED screens for VR. That's probably 5 years away, I would say. Tom Lloyd, is that your Visa info? Yeah. Is Marvel Powers coming to PSVR? Not a chance in hell. Roy Schwartz says, doubt that. So, guys, question. So I'm going to ask you a question, and I can see what the pop-out chat when I bring it back up. Can you guys kind of see what I'm doing here? Like if I talk about, let me talk about a specific thread and click on it, and then can you guys like, is this, should I continue to do this type of thing going to like my desktop like this, or is this a bad idea? That's basically my question. Is this a bad idea? Okay, let's go to the PSVR subreddit. In space, PS Pro against the Oculus Go. People are saying that In Space looks a lot better on the Oculus Go than on a PS4 Pro, and they're saying this is not logical. And I kind of agree with them because I just played In Space the other day on my PS4 Pro, and it was Pixel City. It was Vaseline, smeared with Vaseline. It was very Drive Club VR. These guys have a point, you know, so I could click on this. I don't know if anybody could read anything, but I would say from a technical point of view, I'm just confused how and why In Space looks 100 times better on Oculus Go than my PlayStation Pro. There's something not right. I know my Oculus Go has great resolution, but there's no way a mobile device should be such a huge step up visually than my PS Pro. Something is getting lost in Unity, or some settings are off when building for PlayStation. You know, the real interesting thing about this is imagine if In Space is so much better on the Oculus Go than a freaking PSVR with a PlayStation 4 Pro. Imagine Santa Cruz, because Santa Cruz is going to be significantly better than Oculus Go in every way, shape, and form. So we're going to get some pretty cool games on Santa Cruz. I'm kind of hyped about Santa Cruz. Yeah, one of the replies here is like, still very sad for PSVR. Yeah, it is very sad. It's very disappointing. So that is one topic they're talking about on the PSVR subreddit. Okay, let me bounce back over to chat. What is anybody saying? Okay, so let's see. Olivia Rhodes doesn't want you to see her browser history. Yes, we can see, but it's small. Tom Lloyd says it's too small to read that info on smartphone screen. Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah, you'd have to be on a desktop watching this. Roy Schwartz says looks good. Bad idea showing books in a video, maybe. Web pages. T-Dub, I can see your page scrolling, but too small to read. I'm on mobile, so the letters are small. It doesn't even matter, LOL. Okay, so do you think it's better? Question, seriously. Question, is it better for me not to do this and to just have videos? So what I'll do is I'll just, let's see here. I will move this out of there. Here we go. Okay, so is this better? You know, so here I have a video. I can play a little bit of sound. And then I can look at news and talk about news because I don't have any stories set up right now. I am kind of stuck like Chuck. So I'm basically going to just have to go off the top of my head here. But I was trying to see, are there any new stories on the PSVR subreddit or any of these subreddits, any new information that have popped? I'm not seeing nothing. So we might just have to talk about games that are out right now that we like and enjoy. Bullet 8 says, don't get why you would waste the screen space on chat. We all have that. Oh, you mean over here? Well, the reason I'm doing that is for anybody that would watch this after the fact, they can make this full screen, like on a TV or something. They could watch this full screen on a TV, and then they would still be able to see chat, because otherwise you would not be able to see chat if you watch this after the fact. That's why this thing is so gargantuan over here. But I think what I'll probably do is try to clip it a little bit, clip in a little bit, and maybe make these other windows a tiny bit larger if I can. But I can't really do much with it because that's the space that I got over there. Tom Lloyd says, your chat setup makes sense. If anybody has seen another live stream on YouTube that you think does it way the hell better than I do it, go ahead and put in brackets the name of the channel. I'll check it out later because I know there's probably some other format that would look way the hell better than this. This is just what I have at the moment. But yeah, there's probably some other format that would be way the hell better. Noel DBZ2 says, keep it like you've been doing it, Anthony. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Did you talk about how your Hellblade adventure continues? Did you pass the first gate? Yeah, I did pass the first gate. So I guess, you know, we can talk about Hellblade for a quick second. So let me throw a Hellblade video into the mix. If we're going to talk Hellblade, let's throw on a video. Okay, so I didn't play Hellblade yesterday, but I did get past the gate. IPCSK. I did get past the gate, and it was so funny because when I headed back towards where that gate was, because when I restarted, I was a little bit further back. I had to then get back to where the gate is, so I had to kind of do a little bit of that. And when I got back towards where the gate is, I immediately saw the shadow, and I was like, oh my God, that is so freaking obvious. How could I have not seen it the first time? Then I got through the gate, and then I was talking about it the other day. Some of the animation, she's standing right there in front of you. I was able to back up away from her and get her the perfect distance away from me. She's the perfect distance in front of me, and I'm like a couple feet above her a little bit, kind of looking down on her, and she looks like a real human being. That's what third person VR gaming, that's why we can't throw this away. That's why I liked Bound so much. There were times when I was playing Bound and there was this ballerina, like an alien ballerina, some weird looking ballerina, and such a surreal world. The surrounding world of Bound, magnificent in my opinion. Music incredible. Bound, I love Bound. I think Bound is crazy underrated. Not much of a game, but oh my God, artistic as hell. But that alien ballerina right in front of me, and it's the same thing with this, and she's got a million times better facial animations than anything else we've seen in VR so far. And there's that certain segment which I really wish they could break it out into a quick little demo that I could show my wife and I could show my kids, when she does this whole thing and then she turns around and she walks right up inches away from your headset and she's looking at you, staring you in the eyes. And it's moments like that that convince me beyond a shadow of a doubt that VR and AR, that's for Noah out there, VR and AR, unstoppable. And it's an unstoppable runaway train because of the feeling that I got inside when she was literally inches from my face like a real human being. Imagine what that will look like 10 years from now. It's going to be ridiculous. It's going to be totally ridiculous. Okay, some of the people in chat are talking about Thrill of the Fight. No, we've tried Thrill of the Fight. That game has been out for forever and a day. I've played Thrill of the Fight. It is not bad at all. I think it's made kind of by like one dude. So what I'll do here is I will grab a Thrill of the Fight trailer. Let's grab a Thrill of the Fight trailer if I can find. See, sometimes it's hard to find. I want to find the official trailer. Okay, so here's an Oculus Thrill of the Fight trailer. So I'm going to grab this trailer, copy it, and I forgot to open up 4K Video Downloader. Shame on me. So I will open that up, paste it in. It is a process. Yeah, today's show is going to be kind of crappy. I'm just going to tell you right now because I don't have all these stories pre-prepared. Some days I'll actually have all these different videos lined up, and I'll even make these little videos where I'll show the title of the game, the Steam page, a couple of pictures of the game, and then the video of the game, which is this new technique that I'm doing. And I could have had this done with Thrill of the Fight, but Thrill of the Fight, man, I played this thing forever ago. But we will throw on the Thrill of the Fight trailer. This is for this is for Tom Lloyd. Tom Lloyd, don't say that we never did anything for you, Tom. This is for you, buddy. Thrill of the Fight trailer on demand. And Tom, you're killing me. I had to resize it, Tom. You're killing me. Okay, so here's the Thrill of the Fight trailer. Back up, gentlemen. All right, so the trailer, not exactly an audio-visual feast. That trailer is pretty darn simplistic. But here's what I'll say. Jason Walker says, that looks like PS1 graphics. I'll tell you this, Jason, when you're there, it really, you're there. You're in the ring with this guy. And the one thing about Thrill of the Fight, if you want an exercise game, Thrill of the Fight is a hell of an exercise game because you figure out within about 5 minutes that when you're dodging and you're throwing punches, you know, and you do that for a while, you're going to get tired because you really get into it because you want to knock this guy out and you want to dodge all of his punches. You will get sweaty in a New York minute playing Thrill of the Fight. But you know what? If you want to have a VR fitness routine, which is probably not a bad idea, really, you could have probably like a 1 hour VR fitness routine where you bounce from like Beat Saber to Thrill of the Fight to Cyberpunk VR to Hollow Ball, Racket NX. You could have a number of different games that get you moving around, a little bit of exercise. This would be a great part of that. Someone in chat mentioned Creed, Rise to Glory. And the one thing about Creed, I wonder, do I have a trailer for Creed? Let me look, folks. Let me see if I got a trailer for Creed. One sec here. Because Creed is coming, I believe, either October or November. And the thing about Creed is that every single... I can't believe it. I don't have Creed. That sucks. Okay, I don't know where my Creed trailer is because I know I've had some Creed trailers many times. But I did delete a whole bunch of trailers. My bad. Talking about trailers I don't have. But yeah, Creed, everybody that has demoed Creed seems to walk away saying Creed is damn good. And people have demoed it on PSVR. They've demoed it on the Vive and the Rift. And everybody has always said that they really like Creed. And I think some of the people had no interest in boxing whatsoever. Jason Walker says, now if they could port Mike Tyson's Punch-Out to VR, I'd be all over it. Well, we have that, right? Knockout Kings, right? Or Knockout League. Knockout League is pretty much Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in VR. I've never played Knockout League, but I've always heard that it is very much like that. All right, so that is Thrill of the Fight, and that was special request there. Let's see here. Now I just have to throw on some random trailer. We're definitely not going back to yoga lesson VR. I will never live that one down. Yoga lesson VR really killed me. We'll throw on Arca's Path, which no one really cares about, but why not? Arca's Path by Rebellion and some other studio. Okay, so let's see. What is going on over in chat? Jason Walker says, Beat Saber is my workout game. It's a pretty good workout game. It's a pretty good workout game because you're not going to get crazy, crazy sweaty, but if you stick with it and get into it, it's not a bad workout game. Bullet Ape, Revoke VR has a new demo up too. Just tried it. Definitely cooler than looked on a screen. Not on sale anymore though. Revoke VR. You know, I've heard, you know what I got to do on one of these shows, guys? Okay, so I was on Steam yesterday and I was looking at VR games that have been released in like the last 90 days because I had to update. We have a chart at VR Game Rankings where we do the last 90 days, games that have been released in the last 90 days and kind of what the rankings are. And I updated the Oculus Rift and I updated the HTC Vive. I still have to update PlayStation VR. I haven't updated PlayStation VR yet. And when I was like working on those rankings, trying to check prices and stuff, I was looking at recent releases on Steam. There's a lot of little games that have come out on Steam recently. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give it, let me find an example of this. Okay. I'm going to switch back to browser mode here in a second. So we'll try this on the fly. I got to figure out how to do this in a good way. Let's see, Steam, what can we look up? Gunheart, Steam. So this is an experimental episode. Okay, so I'm going over to Steam, and what I want to click on is virtual reality. And then I will click on HTC Vive, and then I will click on release date. Okay. And so now I'm going to go ahead. You guys won't be able to read this at all, but you'll kind of see what I'm doing maybe. But, well, those of you on, what do you call it? Those of you, how do I get back that window that was down here, though? Oh, man, I don't know how to grab that window back. It was somewhere down here. Should have threw it off to the side. I guess I can't do that. So anyway, forget it. But what I was going to try to do is, well, I guess I could just talk about it. So I'm looking at all the Steam games that have come, all the Steam VR games that have come out recently. And there's always these games that are mixed in that I'm like, what the hell is this game? Is this any good? I wonder if this is good. And I'm going to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about right now. So I'm going to there was a handful of these games that I kind of thought, this may be a good game. Here, Revoke. Revoke is one of them. Okay, so Revoke, who is the developer of Revoke? Revoke is Neon Games. Neon Games. And so I'm going to quickly bounce over to YouTube and see if I can grab a trailer for Revoke. I know this is incredibly compelling live stream YouTube stuff. Neon Games. Okay, we're looking for, we found it. That's good news. Okay, Revoke, early access trailer. So I'll go ahead and grab this trailer real quick. Got to mute that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'm grabbing this trailer and we will get it into the show in just a second here, but there's a bunch of these games that are like that. So I'm going to put this Revoke trailer on. We can check that out. And there's a bunch of other games. There are all these little games that I think they're kind of just slipping below the horizon. Like, just don't hear about some of these games. And some of them might be like really super damn good, and some of them are probably terrible. And there's a reason why we've never heard about them. But like this game Revoke is one of the ones that I'm talking about. Grabbing the trailer right now. Okay, let me grab this trailer for Revoke. Here we go. So let's check this out just for a sec. The trailer looks pretty decent. The trailer looks pretty decent. I mean, it kind of looks a little raw data-ish, a little bit like Dimension Hunter to a slight degree, although not with the cartoony look. You know, it looks kind of wave shooter-ish, Vindicta and stuff like that. You know, you constantly see the two guns on the screen. Very action-oriented, I'm guessing. Looks like it's probably either like a Chinese, maybe a Chinese developer for this. So Chris Gould is saying he did not think much of the demo. I think he's talking about Revoke, the demo. There's a Revoke demo. Oh, Chris Cox is saying, I tried the Revoke demo and it was shit. Okay, so maybe there's a reason that some of these games slip through the radar. Okay, so real quick, what I'm going to do, folks, is I want to see the next one because there's a number of these. And since we don't got anything else going on, why don't we take a look at a number of these games that have slipped through the radar, and I can see, do you guys know something that I don't know? Okay, here's one, Naked Sun VR. I saw this game called Naked Sun VR. It is by DoorZ Studios. It's selling for $16. It's got 40 positive reviews. Now, here's the thing about a lot of this, though, and I understand this more than most. Let's see, what is this? Who is the developer again? One of the things that I understand is there is guerrilla marketing, okay? And guerrilla marketing includes a lot of fake Steam reviews. There's a lot of fake Steam reviews. DoorZ Studio is the developer. So let me look at this up. DoorZ. There's fake reviews on Steam. You cannot just, you can't just take Steam reviews and say, oh, it's all legit. Because I guarantee you there's got to be some fake reviews on Steam. Okay, so I'm about to grab this Naked Sun launch trailer. I've never seen this, so I will be watching it live with the rest of you people. But yeah, just a lot of little games that have slipped through the radar, but now we're starting to think, well, I'm starting to think that there's a reason I haven't heard a lot of these games. Because I'm on the Oculus subreddit daily, the Vive subreddit daily, PSVR subreddit daily. So usually if something is halfway decent, you usually find out about it. I know there has to be games that slip through the cracks, though, because Cyberpunk VR has slipped through the cracks. People don't talk about Cyberpunk, and it's one of the greatest of all time. Okay, here we go. Let's check this trailer out, Naked Sun VR. Ooh, I like this style. It looks like Logan's Run. iRobot. Yeah, I like the music. Yeah, baby, baby. Looks kind of Halo-ish. Time for the final battle has come. Graphics look great in this trailer. That's Arctica 1, man. Straight up. The war ends today. This game looks pretty damn good on this trailer. Why have we not heard anything about this game? This could be the greatest VR game known to man. And this poor studio is not getting the love it deserves. It features two guns. It features very colorful visuals. That's a little bit colorful, similar to Dimension Hunter as well. Kind of like that last game. Naked Sun, available July 17th. This is on Steam. It is on Oculus. I like that trailer, really like that. Has anybody tried this? I should reach out to the developer and say, hey bro, I like your trailer. Hook me up. Okay, Jason Walker is saying most of these games are probably asset flips. Dave D says, better than Wild Turkey Hunter? No way. Did anybody grab Wild Turkey Hunter? Chris Gould, Anthony, yep, absolutely on the fake reviews. You can spot them a mile off. Yeah, I'm still new to the whole game of fake reviews. Oh, Tom Lloyd says, you're the man, Anthony. Thanks for playing Thrill of the Fight. Yeah, you can request a trailer. I have no problem, especially on like today's show when we don't got much going on. Okay, so I'll throw on a little bit of this really nice music that is in this trailer, and I'm going to look for the next game that I think qualifies in this category. These are these undiscovered games. They could be good, but maybe they're ass. They could be good, but they could be Pass. Okay, so I'm on page 4 of Steam New Games, trying to see what's going on here. Furious Seas, that was another one that would qualify for that, but you guys talked about it. I did grab the trailer. Okay, here's one. Let me turn that volume down a little bit. It's a little bit loud. Okay, so here's another one that I'm talking about. Now, this one is called Bring to Light. Bring to Light. This was released on July 13th. It's got 13 positive reviews, and it is by developer Red Meat Games. It's 20 bucks. Red Meat Games. So let's go ahead and look up Red Meat Games. What's better, Red Meat Games or Big Dorks Entertainment? Not the greatest Red Meat Games. They got a decent logo. It's like a straight up T-bone steak. Okay, Bring to Light. So we're going to grab this Bring to Light trailer. We are doing this live, folks. Live and direct. We are grabbing trailers on the fly. We are sponsored by 4K Video Downloader. Not really, but we use 4K Video Downloader every day. Love it. Love it. Love my 4K Video Downloader. All right, so let's check out this other game. These are undiscovered gems or true disasters. We're trying to figure out which one is it. This one is called Bring to Light. Bring to Light. Let's check it out. Wear a heart rate monitor. Oh, you know what? I think we heard about this game. Didn't we hear about this game? It was like on, I think it was on Upload VR or something about that. They were talking about the heart rate monitor. Like, this game figures out if you're scared and it makes it even scarier. Solve puzzles using light. Yeah, so you're connecting the light, similar to kind of the Talos principle in certain spots. I do like the environments. I like the color. I could imagine if you had the VR headset on and you're seeing this stuff, and if it looks pretty colorful and stuff, looks kind of cool. This doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too shabby. The price for this is 20 bucks. It does have 13 positive reviews. Of course, we always wonder how many of those positive reviews are legitimate and how many of those are fake as hell. And sometimes it's hard to know. So let's see. I want to find another one that kind of jumped out to me. These are just some interesting little games. Okay, Gates of Nowhere. Let's take a look at this game called Gates of Nowhere. I haven't grabbed the trailer yet, but I'm looking at it on Steam. The developer is Symmetrical. Symmetrical. It has very positive and mostly positive. Double whammy. It's 14 bucks. Okay, so now I'm going to look up Symmetrical on YouTube. Let me try Symmetrical VR. Gates of Nowhere. Okay, it's somebody else's video though. I hate grabbing other people's videos. I got to admit it. Unless it's my boy Paradise Decay. But see, Paradise is doing like a Let's Play. I'm just trying to get a trailer. Here we go. I found Symmetrical on YouTube. And so let's see. Gates of Nowhere new trailer. That's 7 months ago. But let's go ahead and grab this trailer. And we can take a look at another game. Here's another game that we have no idea what the hell. Well, I don't. I don't have any idea what the hell it is. And we're taking a look at these undiscovered possible gems, or maybe are they crap? And there's a reason they're undiscovered. Okay, so we're getting that in 4K downloader. Let me go ahead and see what's going on in chat. Chris Cox, Naked Sun is on rails and very short. I see. Chris Gould says, very, very few real reviews for VR games. Are people bored? Chris Gould, not much energy from the community on Steam. Jason Walker did say most of these games are probably asset flips. Chris Gould says, I noticed a good few sick Puppets reviewing Naked Sons. The Jordan Complex has a follow-up story to Nim Sony's IK Rig video. He put one out today with fixed leg animations and climbing. Chris Cox says Naked Sun needs to be picked up on a deep sale. It only takes an hour apparently. Yeah, that is kind of lame. Was that $20? Because $20 for an hour, nah. $10 for an hour, maybe. Chris Gould says, every time a game like Hellblade comes out, the bar goes up, and these half-assed games just don't cut the mustard as they did. Chris Cox says, Gates of Nowhere, is it supposed to be good? Graphics look great. Yeah, Gates of Nowhere. Okay, so I have the trailer. Let me throw that on, and then we'll watch the trailer. Like, if you guys haven't seen the trailer, you're going to see it live with me. I have not seen this trailer. These are all these undiscovered gems. Symmetrical games. Featured in Indie Gala. The Brookhaven Zombies, ladies and gentlemen. The Brookhaven Zombies. They're in every game. I hope it ain't teleport only. Looks fucking pretty good, though. There's those Brookhavens. Oh, now their heads come off nice and proper. Another Brookhaven zombie, I presume. Yeah, so speaking of asset flips, I am seeing a lot of various Brookhaven zombies that are wearing different kind of stuff, and they have swords and stuff. Not these guys. These guys look like legitimate models. Or maybe they're the same Brookhaven ones with just stuff put on them. But I like the environments. I like the torches, the color. I mean, of course, you know, we got Skyrim VR. That's a Brookhaven zombie right there. That is one of the zombies that's in Brookhaven. I've seen it before. Gates of Nowhere does look pretty cool. I mean, it looks relatively decent right there. I think I'd like to try Gates of Nowhere. Who was the developer for that? Symmetrical. Okay, yeah, Gates of Nowhere by Symmetrical. It's got 11 very positive reviews. It's got 25 mostly positive reviews. That's pretty good. So even though they are using assets from other games, and In Death, let's face it, In Death, one of my favorite games of 2018, Brookhaven Zombies are in Death. I was originally, when I first saw the In Death trailer and I saw those Brookhaven Zombies, that immediately turned me off of the game, and In Death is one of the best games of this year. Like, it's not even close. So that is Gates of Nowhere. Looks pretty cool. I'm just going to see if I can find another one of these games that I don't know anything about it, but it has gotten some love. Let's see, what's another one? Well, you know, Social Club VR, Casino Nights. Here's a game that recently came out. It's $20. It's got 30 positive reviews. Perilous Orbit is the name of the developer. Perilous Orbit. So I will look up Perilous Orbit. Perilous Orbit. Not finding it there. Here we go. Found it. Found it. Social Club VR trailer. So, yeah, this is the beautiful thing, folks. I can do this on the fly. It would have been better if I had done this ahead of time, and I would have all of these trailers in my folder waiting to go, and then it's a lot, you know, it'd be a lot smoother. As soon as I thought of some of these things, I could pop the videos in, have a little bit more information about them. But today, we're just doing this off the cuff. 4K video downloader taking a little bit longer on this particular trailer. Here we go. Social Club VR. Has anybody tried it? This is by developer Perilous Orbit. The price is $20. $20 seems to be a very common price. A lot of people don't want to go above that $19.99 price point because, you know, there's a lot of games that you can get for $19.99 or less. So if you go above that, you're kind of like, you're treading up, you know, you're going against the stream a little bit. Okay, let's check this out. Social Club VR. Ooh, I like this music. See, you can have your bourbon and your cigar. Those of you in jolly old England, it's a little bit later on Saturday evening. Oh, you can shoot bottles and stuff. Looks kind of rec room-ish a little bit. They're playing poker. I'm assuming you got like voice chat as well, so everybody's talking to each other. Yeah, looks like it. Yeah, but you know, isn't there a free casino game? Isn't there like a free-to-play casino game? So it's kind of hard to ask for $20. You better be a pretty damn good casino. Oh, that's cool. You can play chess. Baccarat? Is that Baccarat? What is it called? Can I play Risk? I'd like to just kick it with about 5 people around a table and play Risk. VR Spry Guy says, it looks a little like Sports Bar VR. I like this music, though. I could just have this as background music the entire show. Kind of jazzy. Ah, don't blow smoke right in my face, bro. Social Club VR, Perilous Orbit, 20 bones. So yeah, another game. I don't know nothing about this. So let me go ahead and bounce over to everybody in chat. Okay, Sparhawk is saying, I want to try Gates of Nowhere. I agree. I kind of want to try it myself. Chris Gould says, environments in this game are pretty damn good. They do look good. They very much do. JC Dion says, looks amazing. JC Dion, welcome to chat. Don't believe I've seen your name before. Glad to have you. Chris Gould, remember, Brookhaven did not create those assets either. No, they didn't, but they get first movers advantage because I never saw those assets prior to Brookhaven. So they're Brookhaven zombies to me because it's the first. Yeah, I know they are asset flips. Absolutely. Nick Daniels. Hey, Nick, remember when you said, how do I do a show every day when there isn't news? This is how, because I have no news today. So we're grabbing random trailers of games that have kind of flown under the radar. Chris Cox says, no, they were just the first to use them. That's what I'm saying. First movers advantage. First movers advantage for Phosphor Studios. Sparhawk, Sacrilith and Archer's Tale is another game you don't hear much about. Yeah, we've actually talked about that on this show, Sacrilith. I think I've shown a trailer, said it looked really good. Noel DBZ2, I'm feeling that. I wonder if he's talking about the music. VR Spry Guy, it looks a little bit like Sports Bar VR. Yep. Tom Lloyd says, I tried the free VR poker game and it's not bad. Roy Schwartz, maybe a live roundtable from a round poker table. That would be, yeah, that is a round table right there. Absolutely. Wonder if we could record a show and just have the video. We should do that for like 5 minutes. It's one of those things. You guys remember when Tested did an entire show from VR? It was like I tuned in to see that, and for the first like three or 4 minutes of the show, it was like kind of unique and interesting, and then I was like, nah, you need to get out of VR now. It's not interesting anymore. Tom Lloyd, maybe show a trailer of Onward. Yeah, I don't know that I have a trailer of Onward, but Tom, what we're doing right here is I am trying to find these undiscovered gems. And Social Club VR, is it one? I don't know. I don't know if it is. but there's a number of these games. So there's a couple other ones I wanted to talk about. Okay, The Last Day Defense. This came out on June 19th. It's $20. It has 22 very positive reviews, and it has 56 very positive, or no, 22 recent very positive reviews, and then 56 overall very positive reviews. Like, this game has incredible ratings. The Last Day Defense VR. The developer is ARV, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have to just look up The Last Day Defense VR. Let's see if I can get a trailer for this. Because why does this game... The Last Day Defense VR trailer. Why does it have... it's got some great ratings. Oh, cool. Found the trailer right away. That is beautiful. This is an HTC Vive VR tower defense, is the way they describe it. So I am going to grab this trailer. We will throw it into 4K video downloader, and within mere seconds, we will have this on the show. Probably about 59 seconds, but mere seconds nonetheless. Okay, Chris Cox says, Anthony, have you tried any flat games with 3D vision, like Vorp X or something? No, haven't. Oh, Tom Lloyd says, I see the topic now, thanks. Yeah, the topic is we're finding unknown trailers and throwing them on the board. That's our topic. Okay, I got the Last Defense trailer. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. The Last Defense. Checking it out live with you guys as well. Ooh, looks kind of a Game of Thrones with that map. Kind of Brass Tactics. Tom Lloyd, have you heard of Torn? Yeah, I've heard of it. It's coming out on August 28th by Aspire. Unleash your strategy. Fight to win. Fight to survive. I could do voiceover work. Devs out there, I'll do voiceover work. Like, straight up. Immersive reality. The Last Day Defense VR. Looks kind of cool. It looks kind of Brass Tactics. I'm not a real good real-time strategy guy. My worry with a game like this is that you're really going to have to know what the hell you're doing, and that's why I appreciate Brass Tactics so much, because you could be a total noob and learn how to do that game. Now, this game, can I be a noob and learn how to do it? But maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe this is for like real-time strategy guys, because I think a lot of real deal RTS players think Brass Tactics is a little bit for babies. And this is designed for the Vive, which is good. It's native to the Vive, where Brass Tactics you'd have to run it through Revive or something. Looks pretty freaking cool just looking at it right here. Is this 20 bucks? I think it's 20 bucks. That's kind of the price everybody goes with. Yeah, 20 bucks, $19.99. Everybody goes with 20 bucks because you know what? 20 bucks is like, you see 20 bucks and you're like, 20 bucks? Yeah, I could do that. I could do 20 bucks. Okay, let me see if there was one other one I still wanted to get to. Mystery Lands. Let's try this one. Mystery Lands. Actually, it's by the same developer. It's by RV. It's called Mystery Lands VR. This one is $13, and it's more of a puzzle game. It's from the same exact developer. So let me click on this developer and see if I can find that trailer. Mystery Lands. Yeah, cool. About to grab the Mystery Lands trailer. This actually might be more up my alley than real-time strategy. It looks more like a bit more puzzly, I think. So let me throw this trailer into 4K video downloader. I will have it up and running in the near term. This is a $13 game. It is called Mystery Lands. We're about to check that out. It says, solve enigmatic tasks and enjoy the fascinating scenery of the most beautiful locations you've ever seen. Yeah, it gives me a little bit of a zingy type vibe. A little bit zingy, kind of a poor man zing maybe. It's called Mystery Lands. It's 13 bucks. I'm waiting on 4K video downloader. You're taking a long time. So I will bounce over to chat. Let's see. Anything on the Deadman DLC or Apex update? I have not tried the Deadman DLC on Arizona Sunshine yet. Full disclosure. Apex, I tried one of their updates, but I didn't try like the multiplayer thing. Chris Cox, I played through Little Nightmares in Virtual Desktop with 3D Vision, and it was almost native VR good. 3D Vision is free. Tom Lloyd says, maybe you reviewed it already. I missed some of the show, Married with Kids. Yeah, Tom, no. I'm just giving you a hard time. Sometimes I'll be sarcastic, and maybe you guys won't know that I'm sarcastic, and then I might come off as a real asshole. So I apologize for that. Lethal Weasel VR says, drop the 20 for Compound yet? No, I haven't. They got to add more to Compound for me to drop 20 on it, because it's basically... See, these games where you give us a demo, and then you come out with a game for $20 that has, like... 20% more content than what the demo had, that doesn't fly for me. I'm not going to buy that game. Okay, so here's this other game, Mystery Lands VR, same developer, I believe. Let's check this out. $13 for this. It is on Steam. Not sure if it's on the Oculus Store. Mystery Lands VR. Colorful, very colorful. Looks kind of simplistic, some of these puzzles here. Like, the music's kind of catchy. It's got some variation to the music. Mystery Lands VR. So it looks like it's on the Oculus Store, and it looks like it's also available for Windows Mixed Reality as well. So yeah, this is this developer RV. I don't know anything about these guys. Chris Gould says mobile game. So he's saying it looks like a mobile game, or there already are mobile games. T-Dub says we need a good RTS game, but with a much larger map area than current games. So T-Dub, it sounds like you're a good RTS player that knows what you're doing. Have you tried Brass Tactics, and is it for babies? Fluke Rogi says at Sparhawk, there's D&D in alt space if it's still there. Okay, you know what I want? I want the makers of Brass Tactics, Hidden Path Entertainment. I want them to make Risk VR. Risk VR. I would love to play. Seriously, I would love to play Risk with you guys. Risk VR would be awesome. Lethal Weasel VR says, I always choose Steam over Oculus Store because of the family sharing options. Yeah, that is interesting. Family sharing. We don't think about that. So yeah, Mystery Lands VR, $13. Anybody play this? Doesn't look like it. But this is another one of these games that does fly under the radar. So let's see. Could I grab maybe one more game that has flown under the radar before we get out of here? Is there any breaking news? Has anybody seen any breaking news? I haven't seen any breaking news yet. Now I'm on page 8. I'm browsing the 8th page of HTC Vive recent releases. And we got Police Enforcement VR. There is that one, but it doesn't have the greatest reviews. The reviews are mixed. Catch and Release. You know, I tried that, and Catch and Release didn't do anything for me. It was buggy. Cross-Side the Prison. Let me see if I can grab the trailer for this. Oh my god, it's the same developer, I think. RV. Cross-Side the Prison. God, these guys are busy. This is another $13 game. I'm telling you, this is not the way I planned it. Holy moly. RVVR. This is another one of their games. It is called Cross-Side the Prison. This is another one that kind of slipped under the radar. God, these guys are busy beavers. Hold on. I am going to throw this into 4K downloader. Grabbing the trailer here. These guys are the busiest bees out there. And we're waiting for 4K video downloader, so I'll go back and check chat. All right, let's see. Risk would be amazing, especially if you actually... yeah, you know what? The problem is the dice. The problem is the dice because Risk is about rolling real dice. And so I don't know, how do you solve that? Because rolling virtual dice is kind of bunk. Because it really is like, if I play Risk in person, really the person that is going to win Risk is the person that has good rolls. And the person that has the worst rolls, they are dead. You know those people that always roll like terrible numbers, and then other people are always rolling double sixes, fives, and sixes. It's all about your roll, man, and a virtual roll is kind of lame. So we need like trackable dice that are somehow verified as not cheating, that everybody, you know, and then you could be like, oh, I got my own dice. We have like a camera that is analyzing it. I'm rolling the dice, bam, and then, you know, real freaking dice, a real freaking roll. That's the way it has to be. Okay, so I have the trailer for this other game. Let me grab it. It is called Cross-Side the Prison. This one came out a while ago. Fell through the radar, under the radar. I kind of like the grunge. It's a little bit grungy. A tense and atmospheric immersion in one of the darkest worlds of Cross-Side. Cross-Side the Prison. So I think the idea behind this game is like, you are in the electric chair, you get electrocuted, you basically die, and then it's what happens immediately after that. That's actually a really good idea. Think about that. There should be a movie about that. You know, you're immediately in hell. You're immediately in hell, but you're in some hail. I don't know why I said that. You're immediately in hell. I said it again. You're immediately in hell. Hell. You're immediately in HE double hockey sticks. You get electrocuted by 3,000 volts. What happens the second after that with some crazy weird stuff? This doesn't show any gameplay though, really. There's no gameplay here. I guess we're seeing maybe some of the environments a little bit. That's a real dude. That is not incredible facial animation right there. Has anybody tried this? Cross-Side the Prison. This is another one of those under the radar kind of games. Now it does have 57 total reviews and they're very positive. But again, this company, RV, whoever the hell they are, they could be gaming Steam reviews. Maybe all of these games are kind of crap and I just gave them all this attention and they could be gaming Steam reviews, because that does indeed happen. That is a reality there. Chris Cox says, No did a video on police enforcement. Looks janky as hell. Simplex PL, here's one of those long shows for you, Simplex. I have 2 friends who have VR and we buy different single player VR games and fam share. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. T-Dub says, love Brass Tactics, but again, maps too small. Okay, so it's about how small they are. You want to be able to expand it more. SAMIK81, rolling dice could be done similar way as in Kimball. It would work very well in VR. How does Kimball work? Barry Davis says, want Brass Tactics for the go. Yeah, it would be cool if they could dumb it down a little bit. Roy Schwartz says, wasn't Nick Cage in a movie where he was electrocuted? Probably. He's been in so many damn movies. Harris Cedric 12. Cedric Harris. I wonder, will Sony put God of War in VR now that Hellblade showed them how it's done? No, because Sony, you know, Sony does things the hard way. Simplex PL, I don't mind a long show on a Saturday. Okay, I'm excused on this one. Now, I honestly, To be completely honest with you, Simplex, I really believe this show should probably be under 50 minutes. It really probably should. For the sake of people that see the video later, I think if people see the video later and the number is like 48 minutes, 17 seconds, I think people are much more likely to click on that than anything that is 1 hour and 10 minutes, because it's a crazy investment. Like if I saw a YouTube video that said 1 hour and 10 minutes, I'm like, I ain't got, who got time for that? Ain't nobody got no time for that. So I agree. I understand. We should be under 50 minutes, but I hate stopping the party early. We're having fun here. We're enjoying this. The Big Num 123. When is Magic Leap coming out? My next prediction is Tuesday. Tuesday, which would be what? Is Tuesday like the 8th or something, or the 7th? Speaking of Magic Leap, you know what I should do? Real quick here, right before we bounce out of here, let's check out on Twitter, let's check out our boy Ronnie Abovitz, because he said he was going to be on Radio Silence. Has this guy been on Radio Silence? I don't know that I'm buying it. No, you know what? His last tweet was on August 1st. Holy smokes. Ronnie Abovitz's. His last tweet was August 1st, where he said, Radio Silence mode still on. I invoked the Jerry Garcia retweet clause, where he was retweeting somebody else. This is the tweet where he had eight sons and then ice cream, basically saying that it would be 8 more days. So I guess he's saying August 9th. Is he saying August 9th is the release of Magic Leap 1? But I think Tuesday is a possibility. And the reason I would say Tuesday is if you're going to have big news, okay, Tuesday is August 7th. If you're going to have big news, have it on a Tuesday, because then everybody is going to be talking about it on Tuesday. Then Wednesday, people are still going to be talking about it. Thursday, people are going to be talking about it. And then Friday, a lot of people take off for vacations and all that stuff. And so if you really want maximum impact, it's Tuesday. That's why new video games come out on Tuesday and stuff like that. It's maximum impact right there. Absolutely. Okay, one thing I should throw into on the window here. Hold on one sec. Oh, you know what? I might have deleted that. I shouldn't have deleted it, because I should have thrown it on here again. Let's see. It might be in miscellaneous. Nope. I deleted it. You know that little thing where I had my schedule? I just wanted to remind people the schedule of the show. So again, folks, tomorrow this show is going to be 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. 2:30 p.m. Pacific time Sunday. It is going to be 2:30 p.m. Pacific time on on Monday, and then on Tuesday it is going to be 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. So reminder, this show is 2:30 p.m. the next 3 days, and then on Wednesday we will be back to 11 a.m. So we will be back to 11 a.m. Let me go ahead and do my little outro. Alrighty, guys, so basically that's going to go ahead and do it for this Saturday episode. I know we didn't have much news, but you know what? We did what we could. It was fun. It's always fun to have everybody in chat. We took a look at some games kind of flying under the radar. I think that was kind of cool. And basically, I will see everybody tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm doing a VR Roundtable episode, so VR Roundtable will be back on Monday. Make sure to look for that new VR Roundtable episode, because it's going to be me and Steve and Gary. Hopefully Chris will be there as well. The 4 guys all talking about what's been going on. And there's a lot been going on. Marvel Powers United VR, Seeking Dawn, Pixel Ripped, 1989, Hellblade. We're probably going to talk about all of that. It might be a really long VR Roundtable episode. That's why I decided I'm not doing my show until 2:30 p.m. Now, VR Roundtable is not live. You're going to have to wait till Monday, but maybe next week we are going to do a live show, so that will be kind of cool. But I will see everybody tomorrow on Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Pacific time. See you guys then. Later.